Hi everyone, welcome to Learn and Code. I'm very happy and excited to announce that today I'm going to start the new course Python programming. First, we will start from the basic concepts. After that, we will see all the advanced concepts in Python, including projects. Now, let us start the course with the first topic, Introduction of Python Programming. As part of the introduction, first we are talking about the creator of Python. The creator of Python is Guido van Rossum. Next, we are going to discuss why the name Python is given to this programming language. Don't think that the name Python came from the name of the snake. The term Python is taken from the BBC comedy series Monty Python's Flying Circus. The word Python was taken from this comedy series to give the name for this programming language. Why? Why? Because the author, the creator of Python programming language, Guido van Rossum, is a great fan of this British comedy series, Monty Python's Flying Circus. While he was developing the programming language, he was reading the scripts of this comedy circus, Monty Python's Flying Circus. He was interested in the term Python from this Python's Flying Circus, and he thought that this is the suitable name to give for his own programming language, Python. So this is how the name given to this programming language. Now we are calling it as Python programming language. The first Python programming language was developed at the center called Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica in the Netherlands. The first release was in February 20, 1991. This is the basic introduction of Python programming. Now we will discuss what is Python. A Python can be defined as it is an interpreted multi-paradigm general purpose high-level programming language with clear syntax and dynamic semantics. First, we are using the term interpreted. A Python is interpreted programming language. First, we are talking about it is interpreted programming language. We will discuss what is mean by interpreted programming language and compiled programming language. And second one is it is multi-paradigm. C, we have seen C programming in previous classes. C programming language comes under compiled programming language. Compiled programming language. Whereas Python is interpreted programming language. We will discuss and differentiate what we mean by interpreted programming language and compiled programming language. So just remember that Python is interpreted programming language and second one is it is multi-paradigm. What is mean by multi-paradigm? Means that it supports object-oriented features along with structured programming features. And third one is procedural programming. Procedural programming. It supports all types of paradigms are the main important principles. Simply remember that Python is multi-paradigm, means it supports object-oriented approach, structured programming approach, and procedural-oriented programming approach. All approaches can be implemented in Python. That's why it is known as multi-paradigm. And third one we are talking about here is it is general purpose. What do you mean by general purpose? Python is not a domain specific. Third one we are talking that it is not domain specific. It is not domain specific. That means it can use for various applications. General purpose is also known as multi-purpose. Multi-purpose. We can use in any kind of domain. We can use Python in machine learning. We can use Python in deep learning, in artificial intelligence, in web development, in data science. In all types of domains, we can use Python. So that's why it is general purpose, or we can say multi-purpose. And next, we are going to talk about it is high-level programming language. Now, what is mean by high-level programming language that we will see. When we talk about high-level programming languages, some of the examples we can give here is C, C++, Java, and also Python. All these are the examples for Python high-level programming languages. High-level programming language is the language which is used to implement applications by the user, or we can say that it is a language where the user can understand better. Low-level programming languages are the languages that the machine can understand better. So whenever we want to create the applications, the user is going to create the applications by using high-level language. But the high-level language is not understood by the machine. There is a need to convert high-level programming language into low-level programming language or machine language with the help of the translators. So when we use the concept of compiler as a translator, that is known as compiled programming language, when we use interpreter as the translator to convert high-level language program into machine language, then we call it as interpreted programming language. So in the coming classes, we are going to discuss in more detail what is the difference between the compiler and interpreter. Please remember that a Python is an interpreted programming, multi-paradigm, and general purpose high-level programming language with clear syntax and dynamic semantics. Clear syntax means very easy syntax, simple syntax, and it is dynamically typed programming language. In the coming classes, we will see what is mean by the clear syntax and dynamic semantics. With this, just we have defined what is a Python. Finally, I'm saying that it is an interpreted, multi-paradigm, general-purpose, high-level programming language with simple syntax and dynamic semantics. With this, we are going to close the definition of Python. Next, we are going to discuss why we need Python or why Python. We all know that the most widely used programming language today is Python. Why? Why? Because it doesn't require any foundation of computer science. If you are a beginner or fresher, I would prefer please learn Python programming language. Why? Because it doesn't require any prerequisite. No need of having any kind of foundation in other programming languages. We can easily learn Python. Why? Because the syntax of Python is very easy compared to other programming languages. That's why we are talking about the first thing, it is very easy to learn. And next, we are talking about it is cross platform. What do you mean by this? If you create an application, Python application, the same Python application can run on Windows machine, it can run on Linux machine, it can run on Mac machine. No problem if you are using different operating systems. You can execute the Python application on any environment or any machine with different operating systems. That's why it is called cross-platform. Next, we are talking about open source. Python is open source. Why? Because if you want to use Python software or any kind of Python application, you no need to pay anything. It is free of cost. Freely you can download any kind of application or any kind of software module from the web. That's why it is called open source. And next, we are talking about it is containing huge set of libraries and tools. There are some predefined libraries or built-in libraries which are already developed, and also there are some tools which are already developed by the user community. You can use the tools or libraries for the fast development of any kind of Python application. And you can also use Python in automation, and you can use to create applications of in artificial intelligence. We can use in machine learning, computer graphics, testing framework, web development, and data science. These are the various applications in which we can use Python programming. Not only this, by using Python, you can create desktop applications, mobile applications, and also gaming applications. By using the concept of Python framework Django, you can create the web development. You can develop the web applications very fastly by using the Python framework Django. Not only this, we can create any kind of general applications by using Python programming. Now, another important thing is if you want to have high paying jobs or best career, you learn Python. You can have the various following careers if you know the Python. You can become data analyst and you can become data scientist and you can become an ordinary software engineer. You can become automation engineer. You can become backend developer. These are the various rules you can become as a machine learning engineer. So these are the various important high paying careers in which you can settle. That's why Python plays a major role in your life. Please start learning Python now itself. Why? Because in future you must learn Python programming to create any kind of artificial intelligence applications. So you can use in deep learning, you can use in data science and machine learning, artificial intelligence. Why? Because Python programming is going to have a rich set of libraries to implement any kind of Python application very fastly. So this is the basic introduction today. With this, I'm going to close the session. Thank you for watching.